everybody, my name is Charles Kent. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something that's actually super special to me. We're going to be talking about my first camera. Not the first camera I ever picked up or first camera I ever took a picture on, but the first camera that ever got me into photography and got me out there just shooting photos in general. And that camera is the Canon Rebel T5. Now, this is an entry-level DSLR, came out in 2014, and it is specifically the first camera that I ever picked up, went out, shot photos, and just had a good time shooting. Now, I've picked up plenty of cameras before, point and shoots, small toy cameras, just stuff like that, and I took pictures on them. But this camera changed everything for me. Now, originally I bought this camera for video. I wanted to shoot more video with it back in 2017 or 2018. I had a video up on my channel that's been taken down where I compared this with the, I think it was a Nikon Coolpix L340. And yeah, I originally bought this for video to try and kind of shoot, you know, videos with it. I wanted to kind of up my video game, but that didn't end up happening. And there's a few reasons why, which we'll get into. I've got kind of a pros and cons list that I want to go over, you know, with everybody first. Now, one of the biggest questions is, would this still be considered usable in 2026? This camera was released in 2014. It's, you know, 12 years old. So how good can this really be? Had to go and grab my notebook. I wrote down a lot of notes for this video, so I will actually know what I'm talking about. So I honestly had no idea how to operate this thing. All the different dials and buttons and, you know, everything like that really just confused me. I had gotten a hold of a few of my friends to try and kind of just shoot a vlog out in the little town that I grew up in, and nobody ended up being able to come. So I was just stuck there at my grandma's house in the middle of town with a camera and nothing to record. So whenever I started flipping through the settings and I realized, oh, it has a manual mode, aperture priority as a full auto mode, so I could go out and kind of just mess around with it, and I was just gonna go out and shoot some random videos and kind of just have fun with it. The first couple of photos that I shot with it I thought were really cool. And so instead of recording video that day, it turned into me just walking around the town I grew up in, shooting photos of random stuff, the sunset, a few buildings that aren't even there anymore. And I just all around had fun with it. And that kind of cascaded into this hobby that I really loved, and I still really love to this day. Now, the pros and the cons that I was talking about. We'll go through the pros first. This camera is cheap. You can find them used on eBay, Facebook Marketplace for around 200 to 300 bucks. And usually that comes with the kit lens, which it's a kit lens. It's not great, but at the same time, it's very usable if you're just getting into it. It's very beginner friendly. This has an 18 megapixel sensor, which is still pretty decent to this day. The Canon EOS RP that I use mainly for photography, I think has a 22 megapixel sensor. So 18 megapixels is pretty decently good. It shoots 1080p video, which, you know, is 1080p. It's still pretty usable to this day. I mean, Instagram only uploads videos in 1080p. Now on YouTube, they have 4K and 8K and whatever else, but 1080p is still perfectly usable if you're just trying to shoot some B-roll or just want to get started around in video. And one of the biggest pros is this camera has its limits. And the reason that I find that as a pro is it can't do absolutely everything. I mean, it's a beginner DSLR. It leaves you craving more whenever you go out and you use it and you start with it. So for beginners, I think this is just an amazing camera to this day, and I feel like it is perfectly usable in 2026. Now for the cons. The biggest con that I found, especially whenever trying to shoot video, is the fixed LCD in the back. It's a pain. You can't see what's going on, which I have the same problem with the Sony a7S II. It's not really fixed, but it's not like I have a screen to be looking at to make sure I'm in frame or I'm in focus. Now the autofocus on this camera is pretty slow, and the burst is pretty slow as well. I think around 3 frames a second, so not fantastic, but still perfectly usable. And the biggest flaw, I would say, and that is for video, is there's no external mic port, so you're kind of stuck with the onboard camera mic, which I found out the hard way in multiple videos that I shot way back whenever I was shooting with it. Now I know this has kind of been sort of a quick video. I just kind of wanted to share with you guys my first actual camera. Now this isn't the first camera I picked up, obviously, but the one that got me into photography. I actually want to kind of go out and start using it again. Maybe I'll do a couple of POV videos just going out and shooting with it. I have to get batteries for it first, because you don't use something for 5 or 6 years, you tend to lose the batteries for it. But I'd love to go out with this and shoot and record it, and do everything that I would normally do with my regular camera and kind of just show it off. Now, since we're kind of at the end of the video and end of everything I wanted to talk about, I will just kind of flash some images on the screen. The first couple that I actually took with this thing, and just let you guys judge them for yourself. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on about this 12-year-old camera that I just like for some reason. And hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.